And how about that mugshot? Welcome to Fandom Frenzy, a very first time inaugural episode of Feast of Fandoms where we are going to be doing geek trivia. I've got the best of the best of the best, sir, with me today. I'm going to be bringing each one on board. Debi?
Yes.
Hey, welcome to Fandom Frenzy. Tell us which show you are representing this evening.
MCU Monday.
Awesome. All right, and Jonathan, welcome. Which podcast are you representing today?
Well, I'm with the CLL podcast. I'm one of the hosts, and I'm also the disembodied voice of Star Trek episode of the week that you might be watching on our YouTube channel.
Nice. Yeah, because it's going on right now. As a matter of fact, as we're recording this. All right. We have John Mark Tolly. Mark, what show are you the host of?
I am the host of War of the Stars, a Star Wars podcast.
Awesome. Then we have Andrew Haley.
Hello.
Alongside with this handsome man.
Yes. And Andrew, which show are you representing tonight?
I am representing the Cantina Happy Hour.
Nice. And then finally, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Shah. How you doing?
How you doing, everybody? I am with the Geek podcast. We stream every Saturday. What's up?
Yes. And so by the time this goes to air, every one of us will have had an episode out this week. All right. So we are familiar with the game. Here are our categories. Starting with sci-fi, fantasy, comics, film and TV, the 80s, and anime. Debbie, you had one of the highest scores on the quiz, so I'm going to let you, since you're also the only lady on board here, I'm going to let you pick first.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I guessed on a lot of those. So I am not the best of the best of the best, sir.
No, your score begs to differ.
I'm going to go with film and TV for 100.
All right, here we go. In the movie Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, this is what Will Ferrell turns to be in when he learns he might lose his spot on air. Jonathan.
What is Jeopardy?
No, I'm sorry, sir.
I don't.
Is anyone else there to ring in?
Dang.
All right, timer ran out. The answer is, what is I'm in a glass case of emotion?
Ah.
All right. Well, Debbie, since no one had the right answer, I'm going to let you go again. Go ahead and pick a category.
Okay, let's go with sci-fi 100.
All right, here we go. One of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most famous roles, this is the first name of Major Dutch Schaefer in Predator.
I just watched Predator. Crap.
Oh, yes, Debbie.
Who is John?
No, I'm sorry. The answer is, what is Alan?
Funny thing is, I just watched
Alan
Predator for the
Dutch
first
Schaefer.
time, so you would think I would know that.
All right.
Shame.
Wow. We're off to a great start. All right. You know what?
You got to shake off the
I'm
cobwebs.
going to give you a chance to pick a category. Go for it.
All right. Let's go with sci-fi for 500.
The Ghostbusters use a variety of different devices, including this meter for tracking this, PKE for short. Jonathan.
What is psychokinetic energy?
That is correct, and you are finally on the board. All right. Where would you like to go next?
Let's go 400.
All right. Released in 1997, this cult classic sci-fi film shares some strikingly similar plot points to a Michael Crichton title, but only if the title ship went to hell instead of through a time-traveling wormhole. Yes, Shah.
Stargate?
No, I'm sorry, it's not Stargate. The answer is, what is Event Horizon? Has a strikingly similar plot as Sphere. All right, Jonathan, you gave us the last correct response. Go for it. Give us a category.
Sci-fi 300.
The futuristic world of a corporatized Detroit police department was meant to be a satire in this sci-fi shoot-'em-up, but the message got lost among the blood, guts, and gore. Shah.
RoboCop.
I'm sorry, your answer was not in the form of a question. Jonathan.
What is RoboCop?
That is correct. Okay. Jonathan, give us our next category.
Let's finish the category.
All right. Released to theaters in 2009, this Bruce Willis film, which sees him paired up with Ving Rhames for the first time since Pulp Fiction, focuses on a world where people operate perfect mechanized versions of themselves from the recliners in their home. Shah.
What is Surrogate?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Good job. All right, Shah, you get to give us the next category.
Okay, let's go with score fantasy.
For
200.
While Excalibur is the more famous of King Arthur's swords, his first, the one he pulled from the stone, was called this. Shah.
What is Caliburn?
It is. It is Caliburn. You're not looking this up on Google, are you?
No, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh did the Arctic. All right. Fantasy for 300.
See? Told you there'd be a cat.
Fantasy for 300?
Yes.
All right. While technically considered a post-apocalyptic tale, this urban fantasy film pits a future Batman and a future Spartan king against dragons in a dystopian UK. It also sports a hot soundtrack featuring thematic songs from Jimi Hendrix and Matt Gravity.
What is Rain
Shah.
of Fire?
Yes.
What is Rain of Fire?
Well done, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where do we go next?
Fantasy 100 real quick. Did that roll?
Okay. While still considered dragons by most lay standards, most dragonologists would consider the beast from Game of Thrones to be this specific type. Shah.
What are Wyverns?
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh again. Thank you. All right. Fantasy 400.
Fantasy 400. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't pick up that book. It might be one of these D&D creatures and will try to eat you. Shah.
What is a mimic?
Yes, you are correct. It is a mimic. All right. Where do we go next?
500 fantasy.
All right, we're finishing the category. This colorful euphemism was used by J.R.R. Tolkien to describe the ancient language of Mordor.
Congratulations on making a great selection. Get opening statements after lunch.
Has she been there the whole time? The whole time.
All right, the answer is, what is the black speech?
I'm just blanking tonight.
I'm surprised that there's not more Tolkien fans here. All right, Shah, you gave us the last correct response. Go for it. Give us another clue.
All right, comics 100.
All right. Hell hath no fury. After spending the late 80s and early 90s, he jumped ship at Marvel and used his skills at drawing Spider-Man to create Al Simmons, better known as Spawn. Jonathan.
Who is Todd McFarlane?
You are correct, sir. All right.
Does somebody have their? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback as well.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Is there a TV on somewhere?
Yeah, and I had to move into the other room. My mom's watching TV in the other room. I was getting major lag on where I was at, so I had to move.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, Jonathan, give us the next category.
Hold on. Had to get rid of the clingy cat. Told you we'd have a cat appearance at some point. Let's go with the decade I was born, the 80s, for 500.
All right, this technological innovation jump-started in 1989, but despite statements to the contrary, Al Gore had nothing to do with it. Jonathan.
What is the World Wide Web?
That would be correct. The World Wide Web. All right.
You know where we're going. 80s for 400.
All right. Let us reflect. This childish doll frequently and quickly went out of stock after being released in 1982. What's not to love? Each one came with an adoption certificate signed by caretaker Xavier Roberts. Mark.
What is Cabbage Patch?
Damn it.
Yes. Cabbage Patch Kids. I had one. His name was Lee Clive. All right. Mark, where are we going next?
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
By the way, that was the Daily Double. So you're
Let
on
us
the board.
do. Okay. Cool. Let's do comics for 200.
This was Marvel Comics' main man Stan Lee's catchphrase. Jonathan.
What is Excelsior?
Or you could have said, what is Nuff said?
You just beat me, dang.
All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
Let's do 80s for 3.
Software had a huge boom in the 80s, with these two tech mainstays having their first major releases. This company in 1984, followed by this one a year later. Jonathan.
What are Microsoft and Apple?
That is correct. The Macintosh came out in 84 and Windows came out in 1985. All right, where are we going next?
200.
Also called a ghetto blaster, this alliterative stereo system was still portable, but not like today's Bluetooth devices. Jonathan.
What's a boombox?
Yes. Where are we going next?
Finish the category.
All right, we are finishing the category. This cable network got its launch in 1981, revolutionizing its industry and becoming a cultural force. Mark.
What is MTV?
You are correct, sir. All right, where are we going next?
Let's see. Let us do film and TV for 200.
A former Smallville High alum herself, this actress was once Clark Kent's love interest before later raising the Man of Steel. Shah.
Who is? What is her name? Say lose. I don't remember the name.
All right. Anyone else want to ring in? Jonathan.
Who is Lana Lang?
Sorry, no, we're not going with the character. We're going with the actress.
Oh, got it.
Anyone else? The answer is, who is Annette O'Toole,
Yeah.
who played
That was-
Lana Lang in Superman 3.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, you gave us the last correct response. Pick a category.
Let's do 300.
All right. While everybody called Will Smith by this eponymous movie title, his character's name is actually Alex. Just nobody calls him that. Mark.
What is J?
No, I'm sorry. It's not Jay. Jonathan.
Who is Hitch?
That is correct. Well, what is Hitch? All right, where are we going, Jonathan?
Let's do anime for 500.
Boasting a talented American cast for the English dub, including Jay Hernandez and Matthew Lillard, this anime about a supernatural ninja has only the slightest influences pulled from a Brandon Lee movie. All right. The answer is, what is karas? Which is the Japanese word for crow. All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
Film and TV for 4.
All right. While never being an actual cast member, this notable actor has hosted 17 times, but I don't think Lorne Michaels is willing to give him a shot anymore. Jonathan.
Who is Lin-Manuel Miranda?
That is not correct. Debi.
Oh, I was going to say, can't remember his name now.
Oh, man.
Alec Baldwin?
Yes.
Oh,
In the nick of time.
wow.
Who is Alec Baldwin? Who was famous for infamously accidentally shooting a crew member on board on one of his last films. All right, Debi, where are we going?
Film and TV 500.
All right, here we go. Of the 5 Michael Crichton novels adapted into film between 1993 and 2003, this title, which borrowed themes from Twain's work, was the biggest box office dud of them all. Mark.
What is Congo?
No, it's not Congo. Anybody else? All right. The answer is, what is Timeline? Which stars the late, great Paul Walker. All right. Debi, go ahead and give us the next category.
2 categories I know nothing about. Let's go Comics 300.
All right. American Vampire, an undead title from Vertigo Comics, a subsidiary of DC Comics, had its first volume of issues co-written by creator Scott Snyder and this horror legend. Jonathan.
Who is Vincent Price?
Not Vincent Price. Anybody else? The answer is, who is Stephen King? All right, Debi, where are we going next?
Comics 400.
Rose Wilson, daughter of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, is known by this destructive codename.
Call Kennedy, see if she'll talk to us. Okay, wait.
Don't get on the case, the last case, though. That you try to kill her
Other canned alcoholic beverages. Well,
All right. The answer is, what is Ravager?
in addition to caffeine.
All right. Debi, where are we going next?
Accelerates the inebriation.
Finish the category.
All right, here we go. In Alan Moore's Watchmen, this is the title of the comic often being read. It was made into an animated movie starring Gerard Butler, tying into the 2009 live-action film.
Till it's way too late. Can you read the label for me, please?
5 shots in one. Can you turn the can for me? What does it say there in neon yellow? Warning, this contains caffeine. Which feels pretty clear. It is. But it doesn't
Right.
say how
The answer is, what is Tales of the Black Freighter? Debbie, 4 clues left. Where are we going next?
Anime 400.
Okay. While famously produced by Studio Ghibli and directed by Hayao Miyazaki, Howl's Moving Castle was based on a 1986 book by this author.
We considered it, but studies show people don't read it. There's too much fine print. We want people to focus on how much alcohol it was, so they can get you drunk.
So you weren't hiding something.
Of course not. Look, we know this how much vitamin C is in an either, but we've never been dragging cord over it. Sure as eating this.
Who is Diana Wynne Jones? No relation. All right. Which clue next? Debbie?
300.
Okay. Known for its adorable and probably edible animal characters, this 2013 anime probably shouldn't be watched after macrameing oneself into a sofa. You might get the munchies. Okay, no answers. What is Donatsu? Where all the animals look like little donuts. Very adorable. Very tasty. All right. 2 clues left, Debbie. Where are we going?
200.
She was the creator of Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha, 2 popular Viz Media properties on both sides of the Pacific.
Well, okay, maybe it is 2 birds.
Madeline, what on the kitties cutter is going on here?
I told myself I was okay with my moderate severe
All right.
rheumatoid
The
arthritis.
answer is, who is Rumiko Takahashi? All right, and we're going to go for our final clue. Considered to be an all-female version of Power Rangers or Toei's Super Sentai, this popular anime's title has always carried a celestial meaning. Jonathan,
What is Sailor Moon?
you are correct, sir.
That is not tokusatsu at all.
All right. We are going to take, so far, our winner is Jonathan.
Nice.
We will be coming back with just after this brief message from our sponsor, East of Fandoms. Bump over. All right, we are back with our second round. This is
I
going to
just
be
like-
exciting.
I just like to say, Sailor Moon is not tokusatsu. It's Magical Girl. Tokusatsu is live action with giant monsters. There are no giant monsters in Sailor Moon. I'm just saying, it's not in that genre. It's Magical Girl genre.
Wasn't trying to be deliberately confusing. I apologize, Shah. All right, so our new categories for round 2. We have the MCU. We have War of the Stars. Geeky Gauntlets, Happy Hour, which is about booze. So, sorry, Andrew, you don't drink.
All good. All good.
Snacks, and video games. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit more scoring on this one.
Yeah.
Now, do we go to the second screen?
Yes, you're going to go to the second screen. All right. Okay, so while your scores are reset to 0 right now, That's just for the round. I will tally up the scores at the end of the final. All right. So, Jonathan, let me see here. Hold on a second. Okay. Andrew, you were not on the board, so since you do not have any score, I'll give you first pick on the category.
Ooh, all right. I will do MCU for 100.
MCU 400.
If I don't get this, I'm fired. So a lot of pressure.
You and me both.
While appearing much later in the franchise, several sequences of this 2021 title are canonically the earliest parts of the sacred timeline. Debi.
The Infinity Saga?
It's not the saga, it's the film itself.
Oh.
Shah.
Captain Marvel. What's Captain Marvel?
Not Captain Marvel. Jonathan.
What is the Eternals?
It is the Eternals.
Dang it.
Now the show I hate.
I think everybody hated it. All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
Let's go with snacks for 100.
100. It's the one that smiles back. It's very Shah.
Goldfish. What is goldfish?
Yeah. What is goldfish?
Mad clicking. Who was that?
I don't know. That was great. Shah, where are we going next?
Snack 200.
Snacks 200. Japan has more than 300 versions of this candy bar, with various flavors ranging from matcha green tea to cherry to wasabi. Shah.
What is Kit Kat?
Yes. What is Kit Kat?
Yes.
All right. Where are we going next?
Snacks 300.
Boba, a tasty, chewy snack often added to beverages, including teas, is made from this kind of starch. Jonathan.
What is tapioca?
You would be correct, sir. All right, where are we going next?
400 for snacks.
Kurt cakes have been around for 64 years since being introduced by McKee Foods in 1960. Snacks now include Swiss rolls, Star Crunch, and oatmeal pies. Shah.
What is Little Debbie?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Shah, where are we going next?
Finish up finish up 500. First time.
All right. This rhyming treat is just a rice or corn variety of cereal coated in chocolate, peanut butter, and powdered sugar. Jonathan.
What is Muddy Buddies?
You would be correct, sir. Very delicious.
I gotta eat
Or
more
dog
snacks,
chow.
apparently.
It's called dog chow, puppy chow, around here at least.
Oh, man. I had a buddy of mine who we would always go up to summer camp. His mom would send up a huge, 2-gallon bag of Muddy Buddy.
Yeah, we don't got that in New York.
All right. Jonathan, where are we going next?
Let's go video games 500.
This is the first video game title ever produced by Nintendo. Andrew.
What is Super Mario Brothers?
That is not correct, sir.
Yes.
Mark.
What is Donkey Kong?
It is not Donkey Kong. Anyone else? The answer is, what is EVR Race from 1973?
Never heard of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Shaw, you gave us the last correct response. Where would you? Or wait, who gave us the last correct response?
I think it was me.
Okay. Do apologize about that. Okay, Jonathan, where are we going?
Video games 4.
While most of the titles in this series were almost exclusively released for the PlayStation and PS2, two subtitled Z and Shadow Assault were released exclusively on the Xbox 360. Jonathan.
What is Tenchu?
It is Tenchu. All right, where we
that
going?
one out of nowhere. Video Games 3.
Okay. This entry in the long-running Halo franchise was the first to introduce Forge, an open-source map-building program to customize the multiplayer experience. You have to think about which one it came out in. What is Halo 3 from 2007?
That is
All right.
probably one of my gaming blind spots for sure.
Dare you.
I know you're a big fan, Garrett, but
I am. I've got the soundtracks. All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
I think you can guess. Video Games 2.
Okay. Known for his aggressive invitation for socializing, this Mortal Kombat ninja gets the ball rolling with a spear to the face. Shah.
Who is Scorpion?
Yes, or better known as Hanzo Hasashi. Where are we going next?
MCU 200.
When casting for this character, Kevin Feige was adamant the actor chosen for the role couldn't just be from North America. Mark.
Who is Captain America?
Yes. All right, where are we going next?
MCU 300.
Linda Cardellini, Gemma Chan, and Laura Haddock are known for this statistic within the total franchise. I'm sorry, Jonathan, you buzzed in too late.
No big deal.
What is playing two different characters?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Laura Haddock was in both Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and she was featured in Captain America: The First Avenger. Gemma Chan obviously was in Captain Marvel, but she was also in Eternals. And then Linda Cardellini played Clint Barton's wife, but she also was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, playing as I believe it was a
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Shah, where are we going?
That wasn't me. Oh, yeah.
I think it's Mark.
Oh, Mark. I thank you for the correction.
Oh, let's do War of the Stars. War of the Stars for 100.
This is the approximate number of years between the airing of the last original episode before Star Trek was adapted into a motion picture. Jonathan.
What is 10?
You are correct. It's 10. I'd be really upset if you didn't get that.
Yeah, 69, the series ended. 79, the motion picture.
Yep. All right, where are we going next, Jonathan?
I got to be a completist. Video Games 100.
Starting off as just a side-scrolling beat-em-up, this game got its start as a 1987 arcade cabinet before being ported over for home gaming consoles in 1988. It spawned an animated series and a critically panned 1994 movie adaptation. Jonathan.
What is Street Fighter?
You are wrong, sir. Mark.
Oh, I was going to say Street Fighter 2, so.
No, it's not Street Fighter 2. Shah.
What is Mortal Kombat?
It is not Mortal Kombat. The answer is, what is Double Dragon?
Oh.
The Street Fighter movie came out in 1995. I'm sorry, 93. No, yeah, wait. Yeah, 93. All right. Mark, you gave us the last correct response. Where are we going next?
Let's do War of the Stars for 200.
Despite J.J. Abrams' statements to the contrary regarding rumors circulating around this actor's casting in a 2011 Trek title, methinks the director simply protested too much. Con! Jonathan.
Who is Cumberbatch?
That is correct. Who is Eggs Benedict Cumberbun? I can't help myself with that one. All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
War of the Stars 3.
Named for a city in ancient Egypt, this planet was the setting for a sci-fi epic featuring Ultron and Ego, the living planet. What is Abydos from Stargate? James Spader, who played Ultron, and Kurt Russell, who played Ego, the Living Planet, were both in that film.
Oh, I was totally confused on that.
I knew it was
Sorry.
Stargate. I just had
I thought it was like
idea
a comic
what
book or something. I was like, what?
Yeah, same.
Sorry. I was trying to be clever with my clues.
Yeah, I knew it was Stargate, but I had no idea what the planet was.
Yeah, me
never
too.
actually seen it in the film. It's in the novelization, though. All right.
In the show.
What?
It's also mentioned.
Yes, that is correct. It's in the series. All right, Jonathan, where are we going next?
War of the Stars 4.
In response to a message from NASA, this title character, played by a future Obadiah Stane, or Kevin Flynn, comes to Earth and bonds with a recently widowed woman in a 1984 John Carpenter film. Debi.
What is Starman?
You are correct. Welcome. You're on the board.
Great flick. Great flick.
I have my move, my moment.
Debi, where would you like to go next?
Let's finish out the category.
All right. Originally titled Star Beast, this sci-fi horror classic changed its name to make it sound more obscure and ominous. Debi.
The Thing?
No, it's not The Thing.
Fight me.
Jonathan.
What is Alien?
You are correct, sir. It is Alien. All right. Where to next?
Happy Hour for 1.
Ooh, I'm gonna get this one. I tell you what.
Despite its Eastern European name, this potent potable was actually created in 1940s Los Angeles as a marketing ploy to clear out overstocked supplies of Smirnoff and ginger beer. Jonathan.
What's a Moscow Mule?
You're correct, sir. Where to next?
Happy Hour 2.
Sharing the name of a 1961 Elvis film, this cocktail blends a mix of pineapple juice, cream of coconut, and an orange liqueur, which surprisingly gives it its signature color. Jonathan.
What is Blue Hawaii?
Yes. Not to be confused with the Blue Hawaiian, which is a completely different drink. All right.
Happy Hour 3.
All right.
He's got a
2
swing.
ounces bourbon or rye whiskey, 1/4 ounce simple syrup, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, orange peel or Luxardo cherry for garnish. Add ingredients over rocks and stir for 30 seconds to chill and dilute. Jonathan.
My favorite. What's an old fashioned?
You might have a problem, sir.
I have been a bartender though in my
Oh,
life.
there you go.
Okay, that makes sense. That tracks. Just a few categories left. We're going.
Happy Hour 4.
This Belgian-style beer is known for its spontaneous fermentation of wild yeasts, long maturation, and often a fruit-based flavor with a bready aftertaste. Jonathan.
What is a Hefeweizen?
It is not a Hefeweizen.
It's not the same at all. Do you think about it? God ordered to do it. Sacrifice relationships.
The answer is, what is a lambic?
You've got to feel pain
It's one of my favorites.
Hey, you can still go 4 for 5 in the category.
You know? All right. Jonathan, you gave us the last
finish the
response.
category. Yeah,
Finish?
let's finish the category.
Okay. Introduced in a 1953 novel and reintroduced in a 2006 spy flick, this hellish cocktail features 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Tina Lily. Shake it very well until it's ice cold, then add a large thin slice of lemon peel.
You know, I remember when Cindy Shapiro missed the deadline for the county fair pie baking contest, and they wouldn't let her in, and she went to
The answer is, what is a Vesper Martini? Introduced in the book Casino Royale by Ian Fleming.
I knew it was Bond. I just didn't know the drink name.
I've had them. They're delicious. All right. Jonathan, where are we going?
Let's do MCU 5.
MCU 5. The least successful of the trilogy and known for its maligned portrayal of a classic villain, Iron Man 3 adapts part of this comic run for part of its storyline. Shah.
What is Demon in a Bottle?
Yes. Very good, sir. You got double points on that one.
Great.
Very nice. Good job, Shah.
Where are we going next?
MCU 400.
All right. While released roughly 2 years apart, the storylines of Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 1 and 2 are only set apart by this amount of time. Shah.
What is the year?
Sorry, it's not a year. Anybody else? What is 6 months? All right. Shah, you did give us the last correct response, though. Go ahead, pick one of the clues from Geeky Gauntlets.
All right, 500, please.
Referred to as the hidden blade in a video game franchise, its use required the character to sacrifice this finger from the left hand. Shah.
What is the pinky?
I'm sorry, it's not the pinky. Mark.
What is the ring finger?
That is correct.
I just pulled that out of my rear end.
If you look at the game, at least the first game, and any of the ones that take place prior to that one, the assassins are missing the ring finger. All right, Mark, where are we going? Which clue are we taking?
Let's take 400.
Okay. Gauntlets worn by this title creature house a variety of different devices, including a computer system, net launchers, razor-sharp blades, and even a small-yield tactical nuke. Jonathan.
What is the Predator?
Correct. Or by the cultural name, Yautja. All right, which clue are we going with next?
300.
A scene from this 2005 film actually demonstrates a practical use for the title character's armored gloves beyond just matching his Chiropteran aesthetic. I use big words. All right. What does Batman Begins?
I need to press the buzzer. Dang.
All right, 2 clues left.
Geeky Gauntlets 2.
Produced by AGE and Mattel, not Nintendo, this accessory could be plugged into the NES system. Jonathan.
What is the Power Glove?
That is correct. All right, and our last clue. While never actually having its name said on screen, this gilded glove first appears in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Shah.
What is the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yes. All right. All right, here you go. You need to enter valid wagers.
What if you're minus?
I would say put in just 200. It'll at least zero you out, or whatever your max is. All right. I'm waiting on Debbie and Andrew. Are you guys able to put in wagers?
No, it's not letting me.
No, I put in 200. It says invalid.
Huh.
Weird. If it goes by that popular quiz shows rules, then
normally,
if you're in
right.
the negative, you can't play.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
not a problem.
Okay then. All right. Well then.
So she's dropping the charges?
Gotta go.
Hmm.
It's rare to help us figure out a lot of technology.
Wait.
Okay, first step, we get Kennedy on the scene. And then, good news. We found out something on spatial sound parties broken in Connecticut, but police just
Set. Okay. Our final category is famous quotes. Said to co-star Ben Stiller in a film, he remarked, "Me, I know who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude."
I just hope I spelled it right.
Okay. All right. Andrew, you did not give us an answer, so I will automatically give you a 0. Let's see here. Debbie, your answer was your answer was Tropic Thunder. We were looking for the name of the character or the actor. So
I don't know the character.
Well, you could
I
have said,
just know the movie.
well, you could have said the actor too. All right, let's see. Our next one. Mark, you said, what is Tropic Thunder? Again, we're looking for the character or the actor, not the movie. All right.
Shah.
You answered Tropic Thunder. Not the
That's
answer.
the only dumb one.
And then, yes, the answer was either Robert Downey Jr. or Kirk Lazarus was the actor or was the character. And Jonathan,
You can tell Jonathan's played trivia before.
yeah, you can tell. It was Robert Downey Jr. or Kirk Lazarus. All right, here we go.
I wonder who it is.
Our ultimate winner, and I'm looking at
Gee, big surprise.
Right.
Sorry, guys. I did not know it was
Hey.
going to be.
With a combined total between the two rounds of 4,700 points,
Nice.
our winner is Jonathan.
Yay.
Nice. Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you for participating. I hope hope that we can do this again. We will definitely have to do a tournament of champions, as David mentioned. And for everyone else out there watching, obviously you saw the bumper that we had introducing all of the shows. We'll go through and I'll let you guys step out individually. So Debbie, what time can people see MCU Mondays? Obviously it's on Monday nights. What time does that usually run?
8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern.
Awesome. All right. And Jonathan, when does Captain's Logs and Lightsabers air?
We release our episodes monthly on Tuesdays. So usually we release on the first Tuesday of every month. And then every other Tuesday for Trek Tuesday, you'll either hear Star Trek episode of the week or This Week in Star Trek, which has actually become This Month in Star Trek because there's just not enough news to do a week by week
Yeah.
like historical breakdown. There's just not enough Trek happenings. So
Very cool. All right. And then, Mark, when can people catch new episodes of War of the Stars?
They come out every Wednesday. You can check them out there then on Wednesdays.
All right. Awesome. Andrew, when can we catch episodes of Cantina Happy Hour?
Every Thursday night at 8:30 Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. And then Shah, when can people catch the Geek Gauntlet?
We go live every Saturday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Time.
All right. Very, very cool. All right, everyone, thank you for playing, and we hope that you have a very wonderful, wonderful evening.